is. Yes. And he's standing there, he's smiling, that mop of hair, tousled hair, all over his face. He's coming down that face, I suppose, is probably more famous than any other face in the world. He and the rest of the Beatles. He's being escorted down to the cars. Appears to be an enclosed car, which is understandable considering the fact that he is just recuperating from a sickness. But we've been assured that he will drive along past the fans that have lined the fencing here. Perhaps my estimate of the crowd was under. Perhaps it's about 1,500 to 2,000. It could well be by now too. And I've no doubt that most of them will remain here, and they'll be here in a swelling number to welcome the other three members of the group, who incidentally there's a plane flying from here in Melbourne across to Adelaide. Later we'll possibly get it, but it's going to pick the rest of the group up and bring them back. They'll arrive in Melbourne about 3:30. Now, here's this group of cars. Ringo is in the Wolseley, it looks like, the second. The crowd is really going well. It's wonderful. A tremendously spontaneous reaction. They're waving and screaming and carry on, throwing bits of torn up paper. There are balloons and banners, and although we can't really get a close view of Ringo himself, I'm quite confident that he's acting in that very poised and confident manner that he always seems to show whenever he's in the public eye. He seems to have a great dignity, as have all the rest of the Beatles. And probably more than anything, the thing that endears them all to us so much is this sense of humour which they seem to show. And this, no doubt, we will see when they are interviewed in their press conference. Well, he's gone up the line of fans at about 5 or 10 miles an hour. Whether or not he'll return and come back, it's rather difficult to say. It looks to me as if it looks to me as if they're off on the way back to the hotel.
It is the Fokker Friendship VHFNI Foxtrot November India, on which these the three Beatles are travelling in from Adelaide. Proceeding in, it'll be landing into the north on the north-south runway, and in just a few moments, the hopes and dreams of all these crowded people here will be just beside themselves with joy. You can hear the screaming probably starting now. They seem to sense that it's almost with us, and my goodness gracious me, this has been a pretty exciting time. People here right around the entire area that's been cordoned off by ANZA ANA here to allow the Beatles plane to come in. There was suggestions, of course, earlier that if anything got out of hand here and crowds started breaking through the barriers, that the Friendship would be diverted to Mangalore. But there you can see for yourself, there's no question of the aircraft going to Mangalore. It's just about to touch down on the north-south runway. It's down in pretty gusty conditions here at Essendon, and the screams are building up. They've been giving these little screams every 30 seconds or so right throughout the day since we've been out here. Now it's sort of building up into one continuous scream and getting louder and louder as every second goes by. Tremendous security precautions have been taken, of course, with regard to the actual parking of the aircraft here on the tarmac. Nobody will be allowed out at all on the tarmac while the propellers are still running. I should imagine that the captain will probably cut one of the motors, possibly the port motor will be cut shortly, and he'll leave one of them running until he's actually pulled up completely. And until those engines stop altogether, then there'll be no question of anybody going out onto that tarmac. The aircraft did arrive a little bit earlier due to this north wind behind it. They've taken the Beatles for a bit of a flight down around Port Phillip Bay. They went down, we understand, in the vicinity of Frankston, and then they brought them back over the city again, and here they are. Melbourne's first glimpse, almost live, of the fabulous Pop Tops. The crowd is starting to scream again. I don't think they can really believe this is happening. There have been people of all ages out here all day singing Beatles songs. Every now and again you'd hear them breaking out with "We love the Beatles," and on they'd go, and then there'd be a few screams, and gee, it's been an exciting time. You can't help but get with this tremendous spirit of enthusiasm, this almost air of abandonment that everybody seems to be showing about the Beatles. I can't help but believe that this is good. If people can, as it were, let their hair down, to use an expression. There goes our Channel 7 camera. The Channel 7 camera bringing you the closest of close-up looks of these fellas as they come out. Our mobile camera, and there the camera is out there right beside the door where the Beatles will in a moment emerge. We've got Pam Clifford and Marion here. They're jumping up and down with excitement. Can you really believe this is happening, Pam?
No, right? No, it's terrific.
There goes an Ansett A&A official who will open the door. It'll be interesting to see. I'm going to depend on you juniors here to give me a bit of a clue as to Pam's jumping up and down here. She doesn't know what to do with herself. That doesn't look like a Beatle, Marion, does it?
No, not quite, Brian.
Well, there we go. The crowd are sort of all now in a state of complete suspense. They're just waiting to see which Beatle's going to appear first. No sign of them yet. There are a few hands there, which I think belong to a couple of the very pretty Ansett A&A air hostesses. There's the truck that they will be mounting. As a matter of fact, when this truck went by a little while ago, quarter of an hour ago, the crowd absolutely screamed with joy at an empty truck. This is the sort of fever that's developed here with these Beatles today as they arrive at the Essendon Aerodrome. A great air of expectancy. The crowd has sort of reached a stage of hush now. There's barely a sound. They're screaming now. There it is. There's the first one. Paul McCartney, I think. John, George, Jimmy Nichols, who's their stand-in drummer. And there they go. They're mounting the special truck. Paul McCartney. Who's the next one? That's Jimmy Nichols, number 3. George behind, and Jimmy. John's got the dark glasses on. Maybe John's had himself pretty happy sort of time over in Adelaide. But there they are. They're sort of looking, I think, very happy about this welcome. It's a cold wind here. At least it's not raining. But my goodness, it's a freezing wind. And you can see there as they stand huddled in their coats that they're probably feeling the full effects of this very chilly wind. They're now being taken for their special tour around the crowd here at Essendon. And these people now, the people at the far northeastern end of the tarmac here will be getting the first glimpse of them. People virtually underneath the control tower, this side from the control tower, will be seeing them first. They've got balloons and banners and every conceivable type of thing. Do you think the Beatles look happy about being here, John?
I think so. I think they're enjoying every minute of it, Brian. The people are screaming their heads off over there. I think cars will break out any minute.
Well, this is a moment of great excitement. As I said before, it's infectious. You can't help but get with it. People running in all directions now, chasing the Beatles around in this truck. But as you'll notice, no sign of disorder as far as the people behind the fence are concerned. There doesn't appear to be yet any attempt at all for people to jump the fence, which I think is a tremendous tribute to these young people who have waited for such a long time here. They're almost round in front of our commentary position now and waving gaily. John's wearing a pretty coloured pink shirt there, I see, Marion. Looks pretty radiant. The others are all pretty well cloaked up. And there they go, past our commentary point now, looking pretty happy. They look a bit cold, but they're happy. And away they go. We got a nice wave there from George, was it, at the back? George at the back there gave us a pretty happy wave as he went past. And this would make your day complete, girls, I guess.
Oh, yes, Brian, definitely.
Well, were they what you thought they'd be?
Oh, yes, they're wonderful. Bit more, too.
Bit what?
Bit more.
A bit more. There they go. They're doing another round of the circuit. Well, this seems to be in keeping with this wonderful attitude of generosity, if we can term it that way, that the Beatles have shown everywhere on their tour throughout Australia. Nothing seems to be too much trouble for these fellas. They don't seem to mind how long they wait, in what conditions they have to wait. It doesn't seem to matter if it's raining. It doesn't seem to matter if it's a chilly Melbourne wind. They're still happy to keep on going around, waving to all these fans who have listened and waited for them for so long. All you can hear all over the drome now is just virtually one continuous scream. It's hard to believe that girls can scream this loudly or get such a high note, but we've heard so much of it today that the proof is there. The police mobile courtesy vans are moving around, one in front of the truck and one behind the truck to ensure that everything's kept in order. Two motorcycle police escorts behind the courtesy van. But this is a tremendous tribute to these young people. I have not seen one semblance of a disorderly action from any member of this crowd. Their enthusiasm could not be better, and yet over on the left here, somebody suffered from it. Down directly under our van here on the left, somebody is being carried off here. This is what the ambulance people feared, that this might get a little bit too much. There's a young lady here just going right past us now, and she's being carried off. But on go the Beatles in their triumphant tour around the drone. They've just about got back to the Rock of Friendship again, from which they departed just a few minutes ago. They're going right out around the control tower now, and it would appear that that's the direction from which they're now going to leave the Essendon Aerodrome. I think they gave the people a pretty good look at what was going on. They did 2 complete circuits of the tarmac area here. There's a strange silence around us now. People are mooching about. They sort of can't believe that in all this time of waiting, their idols have arrived, and now almost as quickly as they came, they've gone again. People are streaming across the grounds in a hope of catching another glimpse of them as they go out on the northern side of the Ansett-A&A terminal here in Essendon. They're leaving up by the old area. There's another fine shot of them as they move there past the old Ansett-A&A buildings. There you can see their air cargo depot, and this was where their old terminal used to be, of course. So you'd have a pretty fair idea of where they're travelling. They go right up, I should think, to the almost northern exit of the drone, and then down, of course, into the